Hey, what's up everybody? This is your girl Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous. I'm doing well, and I know y'all like Miss P. The background, I'm melting. Y'all gonna have to deal. And by the time it's dark outside, child, I will have no energy, all right? So go ahead and like this video. I'd really appreciate it. And first things first, I want to hit on RIP to Lee Thompson Young, aka the famous Jet Jackson. There's been so many suicides in the entertainment field this year alone. You never know what is going on with people inside their lives, no matter what the fame and fortune they encounter. You never know what is going on inside of their lives. So, you know, RIP to Lee Thompson Young. My prayers are with his family, my condolences, but that was hard to swallow. You know, just looking on Instagram, I was like, Lee Thompson, what? The famous Jet Jackson? You serious? Like, you see somebody and you grow up with them, you feel like, oh my God, I know him. So that's so crazy. And he was on TV now as well. So like I said, you never know what is going on. I want to hit on Oprah. She interviewed Lindsay Lohan on her next chapter. And honey, it reminded me so much of the Whitney Houston next chapter. Not saying something gonna happen to Lindsay, but just the answers that she was given and how she was thrust into entertainment and she felt like it was too much and she was just trying to find herself. She started off in The Parent Trap. Then after that, she did Mean Girls. And ever since then, all we know her from is being in and out of courtrooms, going to rehab, and all of this mess. So it's like, oh my God, like, how do you go from 0 to 100 just like that? She also admitted that she lied about some things with her mom, with her dad. I was like, well, damn, we thought your mama was crazy and we thought your daddy was crazy too. But all in all, you just wanted some attention. At the end of the day, a lot of these people just want attention. They want regular lives. They want to be normal. But she even said it herself, being normal, nobody wants to see that, and that's unfortunate. So hopefully she gets her life together. Oprah was just sitting there like, damn girl. And she was like, and what are you on currently? And she was like, laughing gas. Like, just the way she was answering her question, she was really like, you know, Oprah, I feel, yeah. And Oprah was like, okay girl. So y'all, please keep Lindsay in your prayers, okay? And speaking of Oprah, definitely check out The Butler. I went to see it this past weekend. It was a really, really good movie. Forrest Whitaker, honey, when it's about time for Oscars again, yes. Did y'all hear about Raz-B? Okay. Y'all remember Raz-B from B2K? B2K is hot. Y'all cannot tell me nothing about B2K back in 2001. I love B2K. High school, he was all over my locker. Not Raz-B, Lil Fizz, that was mine. I loved Lil Fizz, okay? And Romeo from Immature. The guys of B2K were trying to get back together minus Amarion a couple years ago. But then the whole molestation thing came out and Raz-B, he was like, deuce, I gotta go. So Raz-B, he went over to China. He's been doing performances and whatever Raz-B wants to do over there. And there's been so much coming back over here in the States. He's been in fights. Things are going on while he's performing. And it's like, why are we getting all this news? The latest news that we got this week was Raz-B was in a coma on life support, and we were wondering what was going to happen. I thought I was going to have to send some flowers or something. My condolences. How about members of his team were saying, no, this is a hoax. Raz-B is all right. Raz-B, something upstairs ain't right. I try to stand by people, especially if I'm a fan, but honey, something ain't right. I checked out Marcus Houston's new song. It's called Only You, and it was sampling Let's Get It On from Marvin Gaye. Baby, make sure you have that cleared. That's all I'm saying. You know, Robin Thicke, he going through some things right now with that blurred line sampling. So, you know, just make sure you have everything clear. But I have to say, I really like the song. The video, not so much. And this child has a new album coming out on the 27th. Honey, I didn't even know. I haven't seen no promotion, no marketing materials, nothing. So, okay, Marcus, but I do enjoy that song. It's really good. If you haven't heard it, check it out. So, you know, there you go. Since we're hitting on new music, I want to hit on TGT, which is Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese. They are out. Three Kings. Check out that album. Let me know what you think. Personally, for me, I thought it should have been a mixtape. There were 8,000 songs up there. My favorite out of the group is Tank. He's just everything to me. But they're trying to do grown music, but then at the same time they like I'ma beat it up type music, so I don't get it. My favorite songs is Sex Never Felt Better. Genuine did his thing on that. I love that song. It's everything to me. Hurry is another favorite of mine. Tank, y'all know how I feel about Tank. I love him. Weekend Love, Tank did that as well. There were just like 8,000 songs up there, and I only like 3 or 4 out of the whole 20 songs, so you know, that's just me. A lot of you guys were like, Miss P, check out the Lady Gaga Applause, do your music video review. Honey, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. She had like a E.T. T-Rex thing going on where she was coming out of an egg. I did enjoy her bikini that it looked like a guy's hands were on her boobies. I love that. But everything else, I was just like, huh? I'd have been sitting in the whole video review like this. What in the world is going on? I do love the song though. The song is great. I love the message in the song. But as far as the whole video, I guess she's still talking about, honey, I'm gonna do what I want, even if y'all don't understand it, and this is me. Damn it. There you go. K. Michelle, Rebellious Soul came out last week. I told y'all to check it out. I really liked it. She sold 75,000 albums last week. Kudos to you, girl, okay? You on your way up, baby. You are on your way up. For this to be your first release, that's pretty good. I personally was expecting around 100 or 2 just because of Love and Hip Hop and all of that, but 75 is good. I do have to hit on Basketball Wives. I'm just hitting on it because nothing happened, okay? This first episode, it opens up with Evelyn talking about Chad and the whole incident and went on a Iyanla. If y'all haven't seen To Fix My Life 2 episodes, you need to check that out. It's just psychological and pathological things happen in her family. So after you see Iyanla, then when you see this show, I thought something was gonna happen. I'm gonna change my ways. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna try to fix my life. Did she? No. Her mama shows her a text from Chad and her mama is like, Chad, I told Chad he need to fix himself. And I was like, okay, it was the Evelyn show for a whole 32 minutes. Tammy and Shawnee, they meet up. Tammy pretty much explains that Kenny still ain't paying his child support, which happened like 2 seasons ago. Shawnee, I want her short hair back. I'm just saying the long hair is not, you know, my favorite on her. Tammy's like, I'm gonna try to be nicer. Shawnee's like, I'm gonna try to be more of a bitch. So that's the whole conversation. Tammy's like, you know, my mom is sick, and unfortunately, her mother did pass since then. So I just thought that was really sad. But Tammy's just like, you know, I'm by myself now, and I just gotta figure it out. I forgot Evelyn's daughter is my age. I'm sitting here like, that's her girlfriend. No, that was her daughter. And Evelyn was even like, you know, with me and Chad, if we try to get back together, he's trying. And Evelyn's daughter was like, girl, no, bye. No, we don't like him. Don't nobody like him. Mama, get your life together. You look silly. Shawnee and Evelyn meet. And Shawnee is like, don't get back with Chad. It's like, does she need everybody to have a sticker on their head and say, don't get back with Chad, idiot? They all get together, including Mumbles, aka Susie. I don't call her Lisp anymore because she had a surgery or something to fix her jaw, so I'm gonna call her Mumbles because I still can't hear anything because she's like, and her mouth doesn't move anymore. So yeah, I knew Tammy was gonna come back strong because Susie was like, you know, I've been celibate now for like 10 months and I can't really do too much. And Tammy was like, well, that's all you can give a damn. I was dying. That's the most laughter I got from that episode. Chad is one of them Ike Turner type of Negroes. I can sense it. He like, don't touch the car, I'm gonna break your hand off. It's crazy. Like, I don't know what type of hold he had on Evelyn. It's just nuts that Ike Turner type of hoe. That Ike Turner love. Evelyn explains the whole condom thing again, and everybody at the table is still like, well, you said, but now y'all gonna get back together? I feel as though, Evelyn, who were you before Basketball Wives? I didn't know of her. She was saying, you know, when I was doing me, what were you doing? Tammy's advice, it was good yet semi-whack. I mean, we're not in Evelyn's situation. I don't know what she thinks about. We were not in Evelyn and Chad's bedroom. So I feel Tammy on one instance where if you want him back, you got to be there too to fix it. But the same way, I feel as though, why in the world you gonna get back with somebody who gonna headbutt you? I don't get that. Like, that is the ultimate. I mean, spitting is a sign of disrespect, very much so. But a headbutt, you can't think of nothing else but to headbutt me. Nah, bruh. Like, that's one headache too many that I'ma have. Let's go ahead and get into R&B Divas LA. Unfortunately, the season finale is next week. Dawn has left. We're still back on the stage where they were going back and forth. Dawn is gone. Michelle, she's real quiet. Lil Mo husband come in and he like, girl, hush. Just stop it. Did you cuss? Everybody's just sitting there like, what's getting ready to happen? Claudette, she has her little run of life. She's like, ooh, I just want to hug Claudette. What would you do, Claudette? We were wondering where she went, but unfortunately, her daughter had a huge incident at their house. Claudette said she went to take a shower. They still had the steamer on. Her son tried to open up the steamer. The water splashed on her baby. I said, oh Lord. And she had to take her to the hospital and nurse her back to life. I said, goodness gracious. Her manager was there, but she was like, you know, but Bella, she good now. Where that check at? Let's do this. I was like, yes, that's what you came out to LA to do. Get your coin. No, her manager did not say, you make more money, you get better health insurance for little Bella. I was like, oh, okay. Now we know Kelly is not talking to Lil Mo. Shantae's like, seriously? Oh my God. And then just blah, blah, a bunch of blah. Michelle's run, oh yeah, it sounded like an Indian chant and I wasn't ready. She's been on hiatus for about 12 years. She in the studio. I said, Michelle, girl, okay. It's time for rehearsal yet again. The dry run, it sounded a mess. Like, it really did. I was like, what kind of monologues is this? This is a mess. Didn't nobody tell Claudette nothing. Like, Claudette didn't get no text, no nothing that nobody else was in the show but them four. I was sitting there like, y'all couldn't text Claudette, send her an email. What would y'all do? Isn't it like 2 days before the show though? Like, Michelle, she's rehearsing for one of her new shows. Her manager was like, you know, you're gonna do that new song that you were doing. And Michelle was like, no the hell I'm not. What did I talk about? You keep putting that foot in your mouth. I understand what her manager is doing though. Don't nobody want to hear, well, some people want to hear that stuff, but people want to hear new things. Like, how in the world you gonna come back out and doing your same old thing? You need to come out and give us some of that funky, good stuff. Claudette has a meeting with Rodney Jerkins. Rodney in those bubble vest coats. Like, he was doing that ever since he was in Revolution. Do you want a revolution? Woo, woo. Y'all remember he was in that one? He was like, yeah, we can work together. What I got out of that talk was, well, we can do this. Just let me know how you're gonna balance everything. Make sure I go ahead and get my check and, you know, we'll get it together. Thank you. Have a good day. It's time for the photo shoot. Claudette looks beautiful. I have to say that. You better do that, Claudette. She said, what if I invite Dawn and Kelly as spectators? Mo was like, nah, bro, you can have that. I love when Mo said, I'd rather you invite Cindy and Turi, the real members of En Vogue. I was like, oh, shit. I died because it's the truth. Like, well, no. That wasn't nice, but it was nice. So they all come together at Claudette's house. Claudette invited a doctor so that they could all kumbaya, like a little mini Ayanla. Mo is nuts. She said, now she gonna know if we lying, y'all. Like, she do this for a living, so we might as well tell the truth. Claudette revealed that she had been raped. And I love what that little Ayanla said. She said, you know, to be in secret, you gotta hide. I said, yes, Lord, say that. Michelle's performance, she was literally attacking the stage. She was like, yeah! I was like, whoa. Mo and Kelly meet up, honey. And when Kelly, let me just break it down. Mo was like, so what's good? And she was like, I'm good. And Mo was like, no, really. And she was like, really, I'm good. And she was like, can you tell me why you ain't speaking to me at church or nothing? And if Kelly didn't go on a rampage, Kelly yells just like Oprah, Jeffrey roll! Jeffrey! I was like, Kelly, you know Jeffrey's in the back. You could have texted him, girl. You are full of dramatics. Kelly said, I wasn't doing it today. I told you no publicity stunts. I was like, Kelly, who are you, Kelly Price? Kelly, you were a friend of mine, but now we're in the Heartbreak Hotel, okay? You know better. You know better, but as we lay, Kelly, you getting on my nerves because you're not my daddy, girl. That's what Mo should have told her. She should have broke it down in song because that's all Kelly knows, I think. Mo said, now you know I wore my heels, so I come in peace. AKA, I'm not gonna whip your ass in my heels. Mo got upset, and I didn't know Mo was gonna get upset. She was like, and I got my kids out here. They were at the airport. I'm upset, nigga. I'm upset. And Kelly just sitting there like, well, I never lied to you. Kelly's an ass wipe. That's all I'm gonna say. She's an ass wipe. So after that, Kelly and Dawn get together. Now this was a bitch punk move to me. They get together, they see the little marquee poster, and Dawn is like, they're doing they Not Your Mama monologues, and I saw it on YouTube. That wasn't a damn mockery shame of a mess. That looked a mess to me. Never, no more. I don't like it. I really didn't. Y'all check it out for yourself. They were sitting there in front of probably one of my backdrops. It was just ratchet. Music was too loud. It was like funeral music. They do the gospel song at the end. I did not like it. I really didn't. But all in all, the finale is next week. Let me know what you think down below on all the topics that I hit on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.